Which AK-47 skin should you buy? This is the most important question in Counter-Strike. One might say the most important question in your entire life. Hi guys, I'm Blind Thief. Today I'm going to be helping you answer this question. If you're looking to pick up a new AK skin, or just have some external validation that your tastes are correct and your AK skin is the best in the game, together we're going to be breaking it down with two tier lists. The first tier list that we're going to be creating is completely looks-based, independent of cost. The second will be value for money, so we'll be ranking skins actually twice in this video, so you'll be able to find the skin that's best for you that won't break your bank. Now I'm going to be doing this one a little bit differently than the M4A4 tier list. Thank you for all your support on that. I wanted to start by saving some time and getting all of the skins that no one should ever be using out of the way. So the bottom two tiers of this tier list I actually have gotten sorted out already. Starting from the bottom tier, these are skins that if I pick them up in game, fuck it, I'm leaving that in. If I pick them up in game, I'm going to throw up immediately and then throw them off the map. These are absolute disgraces to the game. I'm going to be running around using my Glock or USP for the rest of the round rather than look at this abomination for even another minute. Now these skins include Olive Polycam, Safari Mesh, Predator, hang on guys, I actually might barf, hang on, Jungle Spray, and last but not least, Safety Net. Next up, we have a group of skins where I might not say anything in game, but just know that I am silently judging your taste. This includes Uncharted, Steel Delta, Veracamo Gray, Emerald Pinstripe, and all of the laminates. Now I know this one's slightly contested. If the laminate skins actually covered the rest of the gun, I think it would have been slightly better. Now these next set of three are absolute stinkers that I feel like no one ever talks about. I think that the first class also joins these, as well as the Jet set. And to top off the list, we have Wasteland Rebel. Now I had to create a bottom tier called What the Actual F. That's because some of these skins are actually extremely expensive for no reason, and so you should never be buying this. And if you own one of these, the only thing I have to say to you is what the actual F. Now on the other hand, some of these skins are actually kind of cheap. Like the Veracamo Gray and Uncharted, I actually have to put up to barely worth. Even though I don't really like them, I still have to put them up slightly. And now the tier list can actually begin. Now the rest of our tiers are going to start with You Might Be Blind, and that's okay. Your taste in skins and your gameplay are so mid. And then the next tier I can really appreciate actually with a decent combo. Outside of that, by itself, it's aight. And then I'm reusing a tier from the last video, Instant Aura, You Know Ball. These skins are really good. Top of the top, if I pick this up in a game, I am going AFK. I'm going to be inspecting this all round. People are going to be asking me for util. I don't care. I'm muting my team and I'm inspecting this beauty. Starting our list off with the AK Aphrodite. Now I'm going to start off by saying that I do respect that it is pattern based. There are a couple gems that do look alright. For example, the pink gem actually looks pretty good. Here's the purple gem. And here's the gold gem. That being said, even the gems don't look great. I am not really a fan of this aesthetic, so I think the patterns are the only thing this gun has going for it. We're starting off our tier list by putting the AK Aphrodite into so mid. The gems are also really expensive. Factory new is really expensive. In Minware, you can get it down to 20-30 bucks, but it still doesn't look great. AK Aphrodite is going into What Are You Doing? Brief overview of the value for money tiers. We have Sell Now, What Are You Doing? And then you have Barely Worth, Okay, Good Value, and at the top, Need to Buy Now. Aquamarine Revenge. I want so badly to like the skin. I really love the design. I think if the colors were maybe slightly different, this would be at the top of S tier. It would be the gun that I rock all the time. It just doesn't hit for me. That being said, the skin is still pretty good. With a good combo especially, it can be amazing. I was about to look up Auto Exec. I couldn't remember for the life of me what the skin was called. It's so mid that it cross-faded from my memory. I don't know who in their right mind designed this skin. This skin is the epitome of an identity crisis. I have no idea what's supposed to be going on. It doesn't know what's supposed to be going on. You might be blind, and that's okay. You can get this $3 Minware. I'm still putting it in Barely Worth. There are better options for so cheap. Forgot to do Aquamarine Revenge. My bad. In Field Tested, you can pick this up for $30, $40. It still looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to move this top Barely Worth. It might move into bottom okay, depending on how the rest of the tier list goes. The Asimov. Now, if you've seen my other tier lists, you know that I'm an Asimov hater. It looks okay, but it just looks okay. Now, it's supposed to be a clean skin, but you can't get it below a 0.05 float. And it's just so mid and overhyped to me. The whole Asimov collection, but especially the AK, is the worst of the bunch. For me, Asimov is going bottom of so mid. You can get a top field tested for around 40. That's the only way that I could justify getting the skin. Has to be bottom of barely worth. The Be the Monster. Now, I owned a Be the Monster for a while. Maybe I'm biased because of the armory crash, but this skin has fallen so hard on me. It used to be one of my favorite AK skins when it first came out, but after using it in game for a while, the skin just started looking so messy to me. I still really like the gold accents and the shiny bits. I was using googly eyes on the monster, and I thought that was pretty fun. Nowadays, this has to be at the bottom of with good combo for me. Prices are still falling for it, so it might rise in value eventually, but I have to put it in what are you doing. Minwear for 160 right now is kind of insane. Now onto the wallpaper skin, the Baroque purple. It's okay. It's so muted. I do like the pattern, but it's just so muted. I have to put this with the crossfade, and you might be blind. Field test is around $6. It still looks okay. I'm going to be putting it in bottom of barely worth. The AK Bloodsport. I think this skin is okay. I don't know what it is, but I just can't get behind it. It just kind of looks aight to me. That being said, I do respect people who use it. It is a clean skin. For now, I'm going to be putting Bloodsport in bottom of instant aura, but I might drop it to with good combo. Now, all floats of this skin are over $120. I have to put this in what are you doing. The Cartel. I really like the detailing on this skin. I wish it was more prominent. When I inspect, it's so fire, but in idle, it's just mid as fuck. I'm putting this at bottom of so mid. If there was potential with the skin, it's just not there. $16 field tested isn't too bad for a gun. I'm going to put Cartel in barely worth. Now, I'm going to be controversial here. I think Case Hardened is one of the worst skins in the game. This is absolutely disgusting. You need a good pattern for the Case Hardened to be worth it. I think at best, Blue Gem is with good combo. The worst patterns in Silently Judging You, I'm going to be putting it in You Might Be Blind. So many Case Hardens are so bad. With that, I'm putting it in sell now. Moving on to something less controversial with the Elite build. In low float factory new, I like the Elite builds. I think it's pretty clean with the gold accents. As soon as you get into min wear, it starts looking terrible. So I would only ever own this in fact new. I'm putting this in bottom of so mid. $10 for fact new though, I'm putting this top of good value. That's pretty good. The Empress. The artwork, the color combination is just stunning. I really enjoy the Empress. I'm going AFK to inspect. This is a banger skin. $100 field tested though, barely worth. I just can't get behind the Fire Serpent. I respect the OGs. I know that this is blasphemous, but I don't think the skin is all that good. I have to be putting it in so mid. It's also one of the most expensive AKs. It's going at the bottom. The Front Side Misty. I do admire the pattern and how bright the skin is, but I'm just so indifferent about it. Bottom of so mid. Now, value-wise is actually okay. You can pick up field tested for around $14, $15. The Fuel Injector. The GOAT. Fuel Injector, more like inject this shit into my veins. Every time I pull this skin out, it's so clean. I love everything about it. Minwear and above, you get all of the shine of the skin, the detailing on the mag, the leather, the text. This skin is so nice. Now, I am trying to set aside my bias, but this is my fucking tier list. I'm putting this at top of barely worth. This is one of the best AK skins in the entire game. I don't care that it's expensive. It's not going any lower. The Gold Arabesque. The skin that screams money. Personally, I think the Fuel Injector fits the same niche but better. Although I do respect the skin a lot. I'm putting Gold Arabesque at top of Instant Aura. But it's expensive as hell. This is going at the bottom of value. The Headshot. I like the aesthetics of this skin. I think it would be one of the best if it changed colors as you were moving around. You only get the effect when you inspect the gun, but I still really like the graffiti aesthetic. I think it's pretty good. The headshot is going top of with good combo. Now this is field tested at $35. It actually looks pretty decent, and since it's a graffiti aesthetic, the wear kind of fits the skin. So for $35, that's good value. This skin is so mid, and people overhype it way too much. This is going in You Might Be Blind. And this is such a good example of arbitrary value on some pixels. This is going in the bottom of value. It's not it. Now, I've been through a roller coaster with the ice cold. At first I liked it, and then it started falling off on me, and now I'm kind of respected again. People call it Valorant skin, yada yada yada. It does actually look pretty nice on its own. The blue to green isn't too atrocious, and it has some nice accents. The ice cold has to go in with good combo. This is also an insane budget option. For $7 min wear, it's going at the top of the value. The AK Inheritance. It doesn't matter what float this skin is, it looks insane no matter what. This is such a gorgeous skin. The flowers, the tile aesthetic, the color combination, this is one of the best AKs in the entire game. I'm so surprised it's not worth more. I think part of that is because it's in the kilowatt collection, so it doesn't really trade up very well, but it's still so nice. You can pick this up somewhere between $30 and $40. It's one of the best AK skins in the game. What are you doing? Buy it now. I try so hard to understand the hype. I try. Every once in a while, I check it out in a test server to see if there's something that I'm missing. I just never understand. No, I'm putting this in between case hardened and hydroponic. I don't get it. You might be blind. Field tested $72. Sell now. The Elite Museo. This skin has too much going for it. On its own, I do respect the art. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. If this is your favorite skin, I'm not going to judge you for it. It's just not my taste. That being said, I'm going to be putting it in with good combo at the bottom. It's expensive though, so I'm putting it at the bottom of what are you doing. Now the Legion of Anubis is another skin that I really wish that I enjoyed more. On its own, I really love the art, especially the magazine and the little face on the right in the back of the gun. I really enjoy this skin. I just feel like it's very flat and dull. Again, I really wish that I enjoyed this skin more than I do. It's going above the ice cold just for the artwork itself. But you can pick it up for $32 field tested. So if this is one of your favorite skins, then it's pretty good value. Now the Midnight Laminate is the only laminate skin that I didn't immediately discard. I feel like it has such great potential with craft, and it's just a clean, shiny skin. I really enjoy the purple. The blue's not as much. That being said, with a good combo, it's not too bad. You can pick this up top of field tested for around $4. So this is an insane budget option. The Neon Revolution is not a terrible skin. This is one of the better pink skins that you can get. It's not insanely good. With some Vice Gloves with a Phase 2, this is a pretty good combo. I respect if you run this, it's just not for me. Now this was a budget option pre-trade up update, but since it's in the Gamma 2 collection, it's gone through the roof even at field tested, so this is going in what are you doing. Now the Neon Rider, the other neon skin. Now I like the colors and the art, I just feel like there's too many patterns for me. Like the X's at the top just kind of feel forced to me and take me out of the skin. I don't mind the diamond pattern, I think it's actually kind of nice. It's just really those X's. I can't put this in instant aura, but I have to give it respect. I would put it towards the top of with good combo. Neon Rider for around $40, $50 field tested. It's okay. There are some things about the Nightwish that I love and some things that I hate. I think if the art in the center was different, I would really love this skin. Some people hate all of the colors. I don't mind that as much. I really like the spirals actually and how the colors change when you inspect. Just the art in the center is kind of gross to me. For that, I have to be putting Nightwish at bottom of so mid. Another downside to the trade up update, This used to be so cheap, and now it's gone through the roof. What are you doing if you're buying this? $70 field tested for this? If you own it, just trade it up to a butterfly. What are you doing? The Nouveau Rouge. This might be the most underrated AK skin in the game. I think the art is beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. The only thing for me is that there's just too much white. I wish there was more red and gold on the skin. Maybe if the gold was a little shinier. But I think the skin is still instant aura. I feel like this is just so underrated. It might be recency bias. I'm not sure. Now, field tested doesn't look great. With such a beautiful skin, I feel like you have to have a low float. Min wear for as low as $22 though. I feel like that's good value. Now, black and red is such a good color combination. Somehow still we got a skin so mid out of it. If you want a red gun, there are so many better options that have red accents. This is just such a mid skin. Now, the field tested doesn't look too bad for around $25, so it's not the worst value in the world. I think it's okay. There are better skins that you can get for $25 or lower. The Panthera Anka. I do think this is better than the Jaguar. I really like the supporting artwork, like with the cat in the back. But again, I don't understand the love for it. I wish it was not on a camo. Now, a lot of people rate the Jaguar and the Panthera Anka similarly. For me, it's no different, although I would rather have it than a case hardened. This is really bad value for money. I'm putting it next to the Jaguar. Ooh, the Phantom Disruptor. Now, I do like the blue accents, but that is the only thing that I like about this skin. It is freaky. I can't get around the design or the teeth or the tongue in the back going. Just all in all, an ugly skin. I am silently judging people that use the Phantom Disruptor. You can pick up field tested for this for around $5 or $6, so it's not actually the worst. I'm going to put it bottom of barely worth. Now, the point disarray is so bad. I would probably like it more if it was a different color scheme. The red and the blue just don't go together. I don't know what is going on in this gun. You might be blind if you're using the point disarray, although it's almost mid. It's almost mid. You can pick up field tested for $13, so it's barely worth, but there are better options. Now, low key, the Rat Rod is underrated as fuck. If you use this skin, you either like vintage cars or Fallout. This is actually a hidden gem of AK skins. I really like the aesthetic. All of the different accents just add so much personality to it without being too in your face. I actually think Rat Rod goes into the middle of with good combo. Now, for now, left to right doesn't really mean anything, but at the end we'll touch it up and we'll have a final tier list. Field tested for $4 and it doesn't affect the skin at all. This is such good money for value. I'm putting Rat Rod at top of good value. It's almost in need to buy now. Oof, I am such a sucker for the red line. The worst part about it is the float range, but I really like the red accents. I really like the carbon fiber. It's just really, it's one of the best options for crafts. The red line's going into instant aura. For the red line, the field tested is actually pretty affordable, coming in at $29. Now, I'm going to put red line in good value just because the field tested actually looks pretty good. Now, the Searing Rage is a newer AK in the Fever collection. It has a lot on it, but the color scheme is so good, it doesn't seem like there's too much. I'm putting the Searing Range at top of good combo. Now, min wear for $6, that is such good value. If this is an aesthetic that you can get behind and you're looking for a budget option, this could be for you. Now, the Slate is the craft skin. Now, I feel like I am slightly biased because every time I pick it up, there's some slur or goofy shit written on it. But when someone has a good craft, I respect it. It is clean. I think the Slate has to go at top of with good combo. The Slate is also one of the best budget options. You can pick up Minware for 6 or 7. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm not finishing it. Buy it now. God, now I'm just in a bad mood. Breakthrough, underrated, caps lock off. I actually like this skin. I think the Chroma collection as a whole is underrated. I think this skin is kind of mid. Now I'm going to put this in between the Asimov and the Cartel. It's also a really good, affordable option. You can get field tested for under $4. I'm putting it at top of good value. The Oligarch is another skin that I think people clown on too much. It's sleek, it's shiny, and gold. I think actually the texture on the black is a very nice touch to it. I'm putting Oligarch in Instant Aura. Maybe I'm just biased to gold skins, but I'm putting Oligarch in Instant Aura. You can pick up a field tested for around $45. That's not the worst value in the world. It actually looks pretty good. It's not as shiny when you get field tested. I'm going to put bottom of barely worth. I think this is one of the most unique AK skins that we have on the game. It's super hated on for no reason. Now, I respect it if this is your favorite AK skin. I know this tier is super full right now, but I'm going to be putting Outsiders in with good combo. $6 field tested is pretty good value, and it still looks pretty good. The wear actually goes with the skin. Good value. The AK Vulcan. Now, I completely understand the argument that if this came out nowadays, it would be a mid skin. And I'm not in full disagreement, but I'm not in full agreement either. I think it's still a clean skin regardless. I think there could be a little bit more blue, but it's just still so well made. No one can deny the aura of the skin. It's still so classy and beautiful. I have to be putting it at the bottom of S tier. I do believe that if you are getting the Vulcan, you have to get it Minware or factory new. This is field tested and is already losing so much of the charm with all the scrapes. I can't in good conscience put it in sell now because it's one of the top skins in the game, but it has to be at the bottom of what are you doing. The Winter Green is actually a nice skin. I do really like the sleekness, the shininess. It's not a bad green. Now, the Winter Green might be your best option if you're running a full green loadout. I have to be putting it in with good combo. This also might be the best value skin that you can get for under $2 Minware. Need to buy now. The Wild Lotus is the best AK skin in the game. It's also the most expensive AK skin in the game. I don't care. It is still the best. It is so beautiful. The flowers, the color palette, the green, just everything about this is so beautiful. Now, a hot take of mine is that I hate crafts on skins with a beautiful artwork. I think even nice stickers ruins this skin. You have to have it completely bare to admire it in its entirety. That being said, Wild Lotus is our best AK in the game. If I pick this up in a game, I am running to a safe part of the map and I am inspecting not just all round, all game. I am going AFK to admire its beauty all game. But it is the worst value for money you could ever have. It is the bottom of what the actual fuck is the price of this skin. The AK X-Ray might be the biggest flop of all time. I really love these colors, and the skin is so mid. X-Ray skins are all just so mid. I can't put it higher than so mid. It's just not that good. Terrible value for money for such a mid skin. Now on to the new skins. Crossfade, who? I actually really like the skin. I think it embodies the crossfade just in such a better way. It's very shiny. That being said, I don't know why this is a covert. I think it's a nice skin, but I don't think it's at the same level as other coverts in the game. For me, this is not too bad. It's going top of a with good combo. Now this skin looks okay and field tested. You can pick it up as low as 170, 180. I'm going to be putting it in What Are You Doing? Now, I have to apologize. I did misspeak. I said the X-Ray is the biggest flop in the game. I think Consequence of the Djinn is the biggest flop. I really like the artwork, but I hate the color combination. If the red was a different color, I think this is an S tier AK, but I just can't get behind how in your face the color palette is. But I do admit the artwork is really sick. I love the genie aesthetic. I love the fire. I think the skin had really good potential, and I don't dislike it. I think it is pretty good, but I do think the auto exec is better. I'm putting this at bottom of with good combo. Okay, looking back, I was a little harsh. I have moved up the Consequence of the Djinn to right below the auto exec. I've also shifted around all of the skins within each tier. So this is the final ordering of everything. I feel like this has to be the exact same value for money. It's another covert in the armory, came out at the same time. This is my final value for money tier list. Now, it's the next day. I realize I'm missing something very, very important, and that's the AK-47 Crane Flight. The Dead Hand Terminal AK. I am sorry for missing this. Last, but certainly not least, this AK is fire. This is just pure, amazing, beautiful artwork. The red accents, the gold, the tree on the barrel of the gun, the gold in the wood on the stock. This gun is insane for a classified. Moment of truth. The AK-47 Crane Flight is going above the Empress. I think the Crane Flight is an S tier AK. This is one of the best AKs in the game right now, which makes our top 10 tier list the Wild Lotus, the Fuel Injector, the Inheritance, Vulcan, Crane Flight, Empress, Gold Arabesque, Bloodsport, Oligarch, and number 10, Nova Rouge. Since this is the next day, I had to recreate this tier list in its entirety. I am not doing that again for the value for money tier list. Just know this is also S tier value for money. You can get it min wear for 20 bucks. S tier skin, S tier value for money. Great addition to the game. Let me know in the comments what your top 3 AKs are. If you want to see more content like this, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. Check out my other channel, The Bass Alchemist. I do post music content on that channel. Stay tuned for more videos on both of these channels. Let me know which tier list you would like to see next. Now with that, I have been Blind Thief. Take care.